Good morning, students. Today we will start with a new subtopic, waves. Students, if you blow air over hot milk or tea while drinking, ripples are generated on the milk or the tea, right? In the same way, because of the force of the wind, water appears to be moving. The sea water gets pushed by the wind and ripples are generated on the water surface. These are called waves. The sea water moves up and down or slightly forward and backward due to the waves. Generation of waves is a natural and regularly occurring phenomenon. Structure of the waves. Now students, look at this diagram. Wave crest. The highest part of a wave is called wave crest. Wave trough. The lowest part of a wave is called wave trough. Wave height. Vertical distance between the trough and crest of a wave. Wave length. Horizontal distance between the successive crest of a wave is called wave length. Now students, once again we will wave crest. Wave crest is the highest part of a wave. Wave trough, the lowest part of a wave. Wave height, vertical distance between the trough and crest of a wave. Wave length, horizontal distance between the successive crest of a wave. Now we will come to the next subtopic, velocity of waves. The main reason of wave is wind, but at times due to earthquakes or volcanic eruption occurring below the floor of the sea, waves get generated. Such waves assume a great height in the shallow waters near the coast. These waves are very destructive. They cause huge loss of property. These waves are called tsunamis. Okay students, so now the size and force of the sea waves depend on three factors. The first one, the duration of blowing wind and the distance the wind covers in the open seas. Okay students, so today we learn about the waves, structure of the waves and the velocity of the waves. Now it's assignment time. So students, come to 13. Draw figure 3.11, the structure of a wave. Thank you students.